So good morning, everybody. So the fact that it's already a new month, I am so very grateful. And personally, last month was an amazing month. And I don't know, how was your month last month? If you can just chat in, tell me how was your month? Was it, did you grow? Was it a productive month? Did you have fun? You know, did you learn? What did you learn? Was it, you know, did your business go down? But however it is, it's still a new month. And so whatever that happened last month doesn't really matter right now. So happy April. New month. Yes, I love this. It's a new mindset. Yes, focus on what you want right now. Don't focus on the failure. Just in case last month wasn't as good as you wanted. New focus. What are you gonna work on? So right now is the time for you to sit down and ask yourself, like, what do I really want this month? How many CCs do I want? You know, how many activities, which activities am I going to do? Maybe you had a list of activities that you're supposed to do for the last month, and then you are not doing them because of a number of reasons, including fear, So what will be your focus this month, Instead of waiting, as I always say, instead of waiting for the activities where we are doing like as a team, maybe this time, because you really want to make things happen for yourself, this time decide that this month I want to start doing my own activities, new intentions, yes, and new results, obviously. And let me just remind you that we have just finished the first quarter of the year. Like, we have just finished the first 3 months of the year. We have finished the first 90 days of the year. And that is big, ladies and gentlemen, because it is supposedly to be a new year. And so we have already finished 3 months already, So it's very, very, very important for now that we like deeply think, that where am I going? Where are you going? What do you want for this year? If there's any manager that I'm talking to right now, I just want you to remind yourself that we have got annual incentives, like chairman's bonus. So if we've already finished 3 months of the year, even if you're not gonna go for your chairman's bonus this year, but I want you to know that you have the possibility of qualifying, even if it's not this year, but this is the year that you're supposed to prepare yourself. This is the year that you're supposed to, I'm talking to managers right now. If you want to go for chairman's bonus, then this is the year that probably you want to make sure that you are creating other managers in your team, at least 1 or 2, for you to get your 600 leg, making sure that maybe this is the year that you're preparing yourself for Kaplan. This is the year. At least those 2 things, are possible to be done this year, so that when you are starting 2023, you can also be part of the chairman's bonus, So for the managers, for anybody here, for every, even the new distributor, for assistant supervisors, assistant managers, then I want to remind you that we are starting Ego Manager in May. And May is next month, I know, but I still mentioned as the new distributor, even because even if you decide to say, like, you know what, I want to go for the Ego Manager that is starting from May, because it's starting from May to April next year. That's a whole year, If you choose to say, this is what I want, this is my intention, this is my focus, I want to make things happen, your mindset is right, then I can tell you, you become manager by at least August, you can still go for your Ego Manager. I remember there's a year that I qualified for Ego Manager within 6 months, because it's starting in May. So May, June, July, August, September. By October, I was already an Ego Manager. So I know if you choose to say, like, this is what I want, and you're gonna put in the work that is supposed to be put, that's supposed to be done, and get to manager by latest August, it means the next remaining months, you've already created a momentum that is going to help you, one, double your income, is going to help you go for chairman's bonus next year as well. So you're gonna go for Ego Money, but at the same time, you're gonna go for chairman's bonus. So guys, this is the new month. We have finished the first quarter of the year. And so it's really important that we choose to really look at our business once again and say, like, where am I going? what do I want to do? However, last month was an amazing month, as I said. And well, as Forever Tanzania, the country itself grew by 22%. And that is amazing, 22% compared to February, because now we are in April. So I'm giving you feedback for the month of March. So, and for our team in Tanzania, we grew by 55%. And that is incredible. Can I see the fires in the group? Can I see the fires in the chat? As a team, last month, we grew by 55% in Tanzania. We grew by 77%. In Southern Zone, we again grew by 35%. So congratulations to everybody. I'm super proud of you. Now, I would love to recognize everybody that did even 0.3, everybody that was part of the business for the month, last month. I want to congratulate everybody that has grown for the month of March. If you're here, I know we're very few. If you're here, congratulate yourself, but of course, I want to remind you that time of congratulating yourself is past. It's just that I'm late to do this session, and it's probably not supposed to be here, but I thought, because it's the beginning of the month, I think it's very important that we set ourselves better for this month of April. For anybody that is here, I'm so very proud of you. Very proud of you. And I know we are few right now, but I hope that the more we keep on, we will get back to the number that we had. So yeah, if your month did not go as planned, then again, don't worry, because things do happen sometimes. But as I said, review yourself. If you've been in the business for the past 3 months, it's very, very, very important that you ask yourself. And I remember we had a session with our leader for the people that have attended Enos' session. He said this, and I thought this is very key. But I liked the way he put it. Yes, you planned, beginning of the year, we were here, planning and all that. And then we did. What I like what he said is the past 3 months, or rather 3 months of doing constant activities is enough to show you that what you are doing is working or is not working. So the first question is, were you doing enough? Because now is the time to review, right? First question is, ask yourself, was I doing enough? You understand? Was I doing enough for the past 3 months? I planned, I did, but what I did, was it enough? Because if it wasn't enough, then obviously, I'm sure you're not happy with the results for the past 3 months. But if you did do the activities, right? If you did do the activities, then again, it's very important that you ask yourself, like, the activities that I did they give me the result that I want? So either you're doing activities with the wrong people. Maybe the people, as I said, the other session, maybe the people that you're talking to are not the right people. You understand? And the right people does not mean that they don't have money or they don't have this. Maybe it's not the right time for those people. But then there is where the follow-up comes in, which you already talked about it. You understand? And maybe you are not meeting the numbers. That is where they're doing enough is there. And then another thing that is important is the information that you were delivering for the past 3 months. Was it sufficient to make someone either buy the products, or was it sufficient to make someone do the business with you, join the business with you? So there is where now you're supposed to review again for what you want to do for the next 3 months. So that because if you have the answers, if you're not doing enough, then you know what you need to do for the next 3 months. You understand? So you just know that I need to increase my activities. If you are calling 3 people, then maybe this time call 5 people. If you're collecting 2 numbers, maybe this time collect 5 numbers. If you're doing the business sometime, you are like showing up, and some days you're not showing up. And that's key when it comes to why people do not get the result that they want. People don't show up every day. Are you showing up for your business every day? You understand? All that is part of reviewing. And I usually say, like, sometimes you need to give yourself even 2 hours, give yourself even 6 hours sometimes, half a day, where like you'll be somewhere that you're relaxing, somewhere that, it's just you. And maybe some slow music if you like love music and all that, and just think about your life. Look at your life in all angles. look at your life as a business owner, look at your life as a woman, as a gentleman, look at your life when it comes to your goals and where you want to go. You look at your life as a parent, look at your life as a person, you understand? And look at all those habits that you have that you're supposed to quit, all those habits that you're supposed to create in your life. All those angles are supposed to be reviewed. We are past 3 months of the year, of the new year. So probably, yes, you need to sit down if you have not done that, because life has got a way of like making us feel like we're so busy, we have got so many things to do in our lives, in such a way we forget to review. In fact, I would say, if you have got your goal board there, if you have got your board where you're putting your goals and all that, it's important that you do this review every single day. Not 2 hours a day, no. You just stand in front of your wall and look at your goals, look at your activities, look at what you're supposed to do. And every day when you go back home, ask yourself, did I do enough to get myself to these goals? I think it's important. If you don't do that, then you might find yourself like every single day, you are up, out and running, up and about, and still you're not getting the results. And as I said, again, 3 months, if you are doing constant activities, it's supposed to show you that what you are doing was working or wasn't working. If your business did not grow for the past 3 months, then of course, that's a red alarm. That's an alarm to show you that there has to be something that is supposed to change. I need to change a few things. Let me see who is here. I need to change a few things in my business. Okay. So I think this is something that is very, very important. And I remember Enos shared and reminded us about 3 types of FBOs, which I've also been sharing and talking about it a number of times. As you're reviewing, remember that, and reviewing and setting new goals for the next 3 months. There are people that they're distributors, FBO, that are negative. These are the people that are like, I can't do that right away, straight away. I cannot do that. But now, that's a negative person. But still, I'm wondering, if you're in the business, why should you be negative? I believe we're not negative, because you can still set yourself goals. It doesn't have to be a goal that your upline is setting for you. It doesn't have to be a goal that, your sponsor is setting for you. I don't set goals for anybody. I believe your manager is not setting any goals for you. You sit down and set your own goals. So set yourself a goal that you know that you're going to make it, even if it's not a 4cc, that maybe you have never done it in your business. Okay, tell yourself, like, I just want to do 1cc, I just want to do 2cc, but set yourself a goal that you're gonna make you, it's gonna excite you, it's gonna help you do more, show up for your business more, so that you can be able to connect with it emotionally. Because if you're not connecting with your goal emotionally, it's very difficult for you to go and do what you're supposed to do. But the second type of FBOs are the positive people. These are the people that are always excited. And this is so many of us, very excited with your goals. You're like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it, But the thing is, you still believe that you're going to do it, even if you're not putting in the efforts. You've got a goal for 4 months or a 6 months goal, 6 months plan. And you're like, I'm going to do, definitely, I'm going to get to manager. I'm definitely going to make it, but day 1 of you setting a goal, you have not done anything. The day 2, the first week, you've not done anything, but you're still excited. A month has passed and you have not achieved what you wanted to achieve for that particular month, because you just set the goal for 6 months, but you probably did not break it up, for as a monthly goal. What am I supposed to do what am I supposed to do every single month for me to achieve this 6 months goal? But now you don't just break down the goal in a month, and become a monthly goal. You also need to break that goal into becoming a weekly goal. And not just a weekly goal, that goal has to be a daily goal. And there now where the masters come in as the third type of people in the business. the masters. These are the people that they're not just excited, they're not driven by excitement. Like, what, I'm going to do it. Like, have you ever introduced someone in the business? Maybe you've invited them for a Zoom meeting or a physical meeting. People are like, I'm going to be more than you. Like, hey, how long does it take for you for someone to get to manager? Like, most people will be like, get to manager for 6 months. That guy is like, what, I'm going to do that in 2 months. I'm going to do that. That is hype. You understand? And they probably don't even know what they're supposed to do at that particular time. So the masters, they look at that goal in all angles. They look at that goal, from the knowledge that they're supposed to gather. They know that they're supposed to gather. So like, I want to become a manager. What does it take for me to become a manager? What are the activities that I'm supposed to do to become a manager? They're probably gonna go, like, get those goals, like, get that goal, connect to that goal emotionally. Look at why they should become managers. Those are the masters, right? Look at, why am I supposed to become a manager? What is driving me to become a manager? If it's money is not enough. What am I going to do with the money? So that is another angle of looking at your goal. They're going to put their goals there, be looking at those goals. And now, not just looking at it for 6 months, they're like, what am I supposed to do in the first month of the business? So they're not looking at the second month or the third month or the 6 months, so that they don't, get stuck because the CCs are like, too much. They're like, what am I supposed to do for this month? This particular month? Maybe this month I'm supposed to do 7 CC. And that's the only goal that they're focusing on. And not they don't just say 7 CCs. No, they're like, what am I supposed to do today? Okay, what are the activities that I'm supposed to do today? How much am I supposed to show up for my business? How many new numbers am I supposed to collect? How many calls am I supposed to do today? How many calls for my team am I supposed to do? All that. How many, what am I supposed to do when it comes to retailing? Because also my personal CCs are really, really matter. Those are the masters. And I hope that when we are starting the second quarter of the year, you are going to choose to be a master. And I've been talking about choice for as long as I can remember. And choose success, ladies and gentlemen. Choose to succeed in your business, because you definitely do that. And they say mastering a day is easier than mastering a week. Mastering a day is easier than mastering a month. So, and I'm so glad that you're showing up for this morning session. And I very much hope that you are going to master today. When you wake up in the morning again, I hope that you're going to master another day tomorrow. When you wake up on Wednesday, I hope that you're going to master another day on Wednesday. So that by the time we are getting to the end of the week, which is already, by end of the week, it is already going to be the 9th. Can you imagine by end of the week, we'll already be done with the first 9 days of the month. So I'm urging you to choose to become a master, so that you are seeing results every single day of your business. Well, as you're doing the activities, yes, of course, you're supposed to marry the process and divorce the results. Marry the process and divorce the results. Like you're talking to someone, of course, you don't say like, hey, someone is going to join today. No, you need to do follow-ups on those people and all that. But there are people that can actually join today. But that will only come or happen if the numbers you're putting for your business, the numbers of the activity that you're putting for the business are enough, or maybe they are more. So yes, review. What did you do for the past 3 months? The past 3 months are enough to show you that the activity that you're doing, they're either enough or a lot, or the activity that you're doing, they were correct activities, and you have the knowledge to do the activities for the past 3 months because of the results. Now, let's head again to the next 3 months. Now, we have got so many people that probably did not do much last month. And when I was looking at many people, I know that there are people that we have that are actually supervisors, and probably they did not do 4CC for the last month. And that is something that is really unacceptable. If you're here, I am sorry to say, if you're here and you've been in the business for some time and you have not even done 4CC, let me say, I mean, we are supposed to be past this, like, of giving ourselves hope, and giving, like being positive all the time. But let me say, shame on you. You know, if you've been in the business for all this time, and I'm sorry, don't take it negatively. I want you to, don't take it from me. I want you to tell that to yourself, like, shame on myself, because you know what you need to do. It's just that you have not made the choice to do what you're supposed to do. If you're here and you're a supervisor, especially, and you have not done your 4CC, for example, for the last month, then again, tell yourself, shame on you. You know, tell yourself that. Okay, well, if you're a distributor, well, let's keep on learning the business. You're an assistant supervisor, have just started the business, you're an assistant supervisor, let's keep learning the business, let's keep showing up, you know. But for supervisors and above, and you have not done what you're supposed to do, then you need to really have that, we call it self-tough love, you know, self-tough love, that, you know what, I am not showing up enough for my business, you know, because last success is the reason why most people do not progress. Maybe you saw that things will just happen because they actually did happen. But the fact that you already grew in the business, the fact that you already have a team, it means now you have to feel like, you know what, I want to show up more, not only for myself, but for my team. So if you have had a bit of success, just remember that the enemy to progress is your last success. So what is it that you're still holding on to? You know, maybe we're still recognizing you a lot, like, yeah, we have got a supervisor in the business, you know, we're giving you all these sweet, amazing words, you know, that you're a champion and all that. Of course you are, but potential as potential is not enough, ladies and gentlemen. You do not want to just have potential. That potential has to be tested. That potential has to be put into work, into action, so that you can grow more. So last success, let go of that. Let go of that and remember that we had passed the first 3 months. So what new success do you want to create? What do you want to celebrate yourself for? What do you want us to celebrate yourself for? You know, for the coming 3 months, for the coming 9 months. But another reason is because most people are not pushing harder. So that is why I'm saying, as you're reviewing your business, ask yourself, did I do enough? Did I push myself harder? You know, that's another thing. Most people are letting go too quickly, too early. Like someone is having goals, and you know, before we even end of the week, people are like, you know, I can't do that. You know, end of the month, we still have got 5 days to go, and someone is already thinking that I'm not gonna go for my 4CC. I'm not gonna go for those 2CC. And you might find this person is ending her month with about 3CC and is not finishing 1CC because they're letting go of the goal too early. So what are your goals? And now make a decision, make a choice of not letting go of those goals early. Make a decision of fighting for your business, fighting for your goals to the end. Okay. And for me, the moment I am in this state of building the business, like now that I am, I usually do this review every week. Like every Saturday is when I am closing my month. I don't wait to close my month end of the month. No, because then if you wait to close your month end of the month and your goal was 4CC, for example, and by end of the month you only have 1CC, obviously it will be very unrealistic for you to say I'm gonna go for 3CCs on the last week of the month. So you need to learn to push yourself harder, but you also need to learn to assess your business every single week. So every Saturday, for me, I'm like, the last 3 days are the days that we usually bring a lot of CCs. So every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, that half day, these are my last 3 days of the week, which are my last 3 days of the month, where I'm like pushing, ask myself, like, if my goal is 4CC, if I even done 1CC, if I even done 0.5, then you understand. If I've not, then these 3 days are the 3 days that I'm going to push harder to make sure that I'm collecting those orders. You know, we usually like do those calls and all that end of the month, but I think you need to do that end of the week and make sure that you are smashing and closing your weekly goal. You understand? So let go of your last success, push harder now, you know, and don't quit too early. Make sure that you're pushing to the end of the month, okay? To the end of the month. So on doing the activities, please don't wait for things to be perfect, you know? So as you're assessing your business, Also ask yourself, like, yes, I've been attending all these sessions. Maybe I've been attending this session that I'm doing in the morning. And I think I've been mentioning, I've even been giving you scripts, you know, for social media. I've been giving you scripts for follow-up and all that. We've been talking about activities here and all that. Are you working on that? Do you have activities that you're supposed to do and you've not started doing them, you know? So ask for feedback on your attempts, not advice on your ideas. Because one is, I mean, there's nothing to add to ask advice for, because whatever that we're sharing in this business, they've already been tested. There are people that have already been doing. You understand? So don't wait for things to be perfect. Don't judge yourself too much. Don't overcome that fear and just do it. You know, that is saying, yes, feedback on your attempts and feedback from yourself as well. You know, be able to review yourself as much as you're waiting for your leader to also review you. But it's also good to have time to be sitting down with your uplines and so that you can be able to plan. You understand? Most of you, like, I probably have to come to your inbox box and ask you, like, hey, you know, can we meet? Can you do this and that? Don't wait for that. You know, don't wait for your leader to ask you that. You're the one who's supposed to go to your leader and ask your upline, like, hey, you know what? Can we sit down so that we can review my business? Can we sit down so that we can be able to, you know, pick your brain and all that? And I'm sure when you do that, when you meet your leader, even 30 minutes, 45 minutes, or 1 hour, you will be able to learn so much. You'll be able to connect your business with your business better. Maybe you're going through some challenges. Don't shy away. You know, this is the time we are going to go for the next 3 months. Don't shy away. Choose to make a decision to say, like, I'm going to show up, as I said, yes, but maybe you need a bit of a push. You need a bit of, like, someone to, you know, scold you a bit, you understand, to be a bit hard on you, but also take those feedback in a positive way. But of course, your leader will also know how to motivate you and to inspire you to go for more of what you want. All right. So don't wait for the perfect time. Ask yourself, what are the activities that I've not done that I'm supposed to do? And how can I show up more for my business? So what I want you to do, if you've not done it, is to sit down and do your volume map. Think volume map is more of like sitting down and ask yourself, like, what do I want for this month when it comes to CCs? Okay. How many CCs do I want to do? And again, where are these CCs supposed to come from? How many people do you want to bring in the business this month? You know, these people are supposed to start with how much? That is you doing the volume up. If you do have a team, also everybody is setting their goals in your team, yes, but you also need to have that tentative goal for them, you know, for everybody. What are you expecting from everybody? So that when they come to you with their goals, or when you make a call to them with and to discuss goals, then at least you know what you are what they're expecting and what you have, and see if you can come somewhere in between. You understand? Because you know their ability, you know their potential, you can be able to advise. So yes, volume up. How many CCs are coming from your team? How many CCs are coming from you personally? How much retailing are you going to do? Is it 1 CC? Is it 2 CC? Is it 4 CCs? You know, how many new people that you're supposed to bring? Okay, you yourself. How many people do you want to bring, you and your team? If you're a manager and you're here, you need to ask yourself, how many people do I want in my business that I want them to do 4CC? How many 4CC leaders that I'm supposed to create and help in my team? That is something that you are supposed to also include in your volume map. And again, ask yourself, how much do I want to grow in my business this month? How much do I want to grow in my business? If you did 4CC, if you did 6CC last month, do you want to grow this month? You understand? Do you want to grow this month? And again, not just on the CCs, you need to also write a list of activities, especially the one that you're supposed to do every day. On the calls, how many calls do I want to do? This kind of a repetition, because we've been talking about this for quite some time. How many calls do I want to do? What book are you reading this month? Every day, how many pages are you reading? What video are you watching today after this meeting? What video are you watching? And motivational one, of course, because now we're talking business right now. You know, how many one-to-ones do you want to do? Do you have appointments for today? Like daily activities. What is that list? This week, if you're here, if you have got a team, Are you going to do a Zoom meeting for your team? What are you going to do for you and your team? You understand? Don't wait for the Zoom meeting that you're going to do on Sunday. No, that is too far. Have one during lunch, for example. Even if you're working and you cannot do it, organize it, push your team. You can even ask me like, Vero, can I ask you to do a Zoom meeting for me and my team on Wednesday afternoon? I will gladly help you do that. But then you have to know what you want to do this month so that you can be able to get that support from anybody that you want to get the support. Now, as you're building the business, remember, this is just remember that you need, of course, we're talking about goals, right? And this is what probably I've been seeing almost all the time. If you're not a manager, then this is a manager plan that I think is very, 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 very good, even for someone that has just started the business. Let me see. We do have good people. Like, for example, last month we had someone in the business. She's called Carly. She started the business, and I don't know if she's here. She's not here. She started the business, and within a few days, she was able to finish her 2 CCs, you know. She wanted to do 4 CC, but then her wallet was stolen, so she couldn't do it. But I mean, if someone can start the business within a week, and within a week they're done with their 4 CC, I can assure you that you can do your 7 CC this month. So as I say, masters, do not just say like, you know what, I am becoming a manager. No, and that they don't look at the 55 CC. They're looking at what they're supposed to do this month. Ladies and gentlemen, you can do your 7 CC this month, and that becomes, and choose for this to become your goal. Choose for this to become your goal. And because we still have got a lot of days, and you can have all the support that you need. So what do you want to do today? What do you want to achieve within this week for you to be able to do your 7 CC? After you've done your 7 CC, the next month we have another goal, which is 18 CCs. That is you becoming a supervisor, right? So this, and the reason why you should go for this is because, of course, we're having this ego manager that is starting this month for 2023, and you can definitely do it. If you make it to manager by August, then you'll have September, October, November, December, January, April, January, March, and April. That is how many months? 7 months to already smash your ego manager, because by the time you're finishing your manager, you will already have a momentum that you need for your business. You understand? So this is the goal that everybody here can go for, and I know that you can make it happen for yourself. So make it happen for yourself. We had this challenge, but then because we're doing this session today, so I'm gonna ask you to challenge yourself for this, okay? Like, this is the April kickstart, but this is the first week, which is ending. First week is ending on the 7th, if the first week was starting on the 1st. But then because we're having this session today on Monday, the 9th is Saturday. Can you imagine? Saturday is already the 9th. So the challenge is to prospect 50 people. And good thing is, on Wednesday, I shared with you the scripts of the message that you can be sending to the people, say on social media. But this prospecting 50 people can also be face-to-face. So this week, we are supposed to collect at least 50 numbers, okay? So that is you going on social media, send those messages. So maybe you will choose to say like, you know what, I want to be sending at least 20 messages every day, so that I can be getting the numbers, okay? So prospect 50 people, 50 new people. And then this week, the goal is challenge yourself. It's a challenge, remember, it's a challenge. And so it might not look very doable, but it's very doable, man. Like 1 CC in the whole week. And this is 1 CC, not of a new person, ladies and gentlemen. This is 1 CC of your personal CCs, meaning you're retailing, okay, making sure that you're doing 1 CC minimum. If you are doing 2, go do it. If you're doing 3, go do it. But I'm talking about at least 1 CC, and everybody that is here can do it. Agnes, there's Agnes Kibum, Agnes Mora, Anna, Chaman, you know, Felice. I can see everybody here, you know. I'm looking at you, everybody, like I can tell you, you can definitely do it, even if you're a very new person. So by saying that, I wish you all great success. Let's go do the review. If you have not done that, and plan again for the next 3 months. I want to remind you that you're unstoppable and you can do anything that you want to do. You can achieve anything that you want to achieve. We are currently officially started the first 3 months of the year, the first, second quarter of the year. And this quarter has to be of success. This quarter, you have to choose activities. This quarter, you have to choose showing up for your business, because by the time we are finishing this quarter of the year, we will be already half of the year 2022. And you don't want to look back and feel like I am late. You don't want to look back and feel like, you know what, I will do it next year. No, you can't do that to yourself. Let's live our lives and let's make the choice that you're supposed to make as the unstoppables as we are. So thank you all very much. And I wish you all great success.